Hi guys, Alexander Thorg here with you again. So today we'll talk about leadership again, and again short talk because last couple of days I have so many questions about leadership and people just ask me to cover them, but basically instead of focusing on those 53 questions that people ask me from different platforms, I'd like to cover also questions that people just ask right away because they just need help and they just need to understand how they can become more productive and effective leaders. So basically, based on what you see behind me, it's culture development and leadership transformation. So I'd like to tell you that if you want to grow your team, if you want to grow your business, you have to be willing to do that. Because if you just have a desire to grow, if you only have a desire to transform your leadership and your culture, well, wish is not an action. You should understand that. If you want to do that, you just want to do that. If you telling that, okay, I decided to grow, I decided to develop and so on, but you don't do anything. It's like one old story about five frogs under the log. Do you know the story? Just I'll tell you very quickly. So this story about active listening, and also it has some sense. This story. So five frogs on the log. Four decided to jump off the log. How many frogs left sitting on the log? Five frogs on the log. They were sitting on the log. Yeah. Four decided to jump off the log. How many frogs left sitting on the log? If you say one, you're not active listener. You don't listen well. Five, sitting on the log. And they sitting on the log after they decided to jump off the log. Why? Because to decide to jump off the log is not an action. It's just a desire, it's just a wish. So I think you understand that. To wish something and to understand something and to have a great desire to do that is not an action. You have to act. And when I come to any organization and when I work with different people, with different leaders, and they tell me, Alexander, I just want to transform my company. I just like to transform my team or my organization to the next level. So just help me to grow my culture, help me to grow my leadership skills and so on. And you know what they say? Some of them, they say, after a couple of sessions, they say, Alex, you know what? To be honest, I know all of that, what you just told me. And basically, they didn't surprise me. I know that they knew that. They learned that from universities. They just could read from different books, from different sources of internet. But knowing is not an action. So I usually ask those people, what did you do last 5 years? Or what did you do last 3 or 4 years or 2 years or 1 year to do that? What you just know. Why you didn't apply those knowledge? Why? That's why I told you on my previous podcast that leadership cannot be learned academically. Leadership can be learned only by practicing leadership together with people. You should understand that. And desire doesn't make you a leader. Desire just open your eyes to see wider, to see further, and to understand that it's time to do something with your team, with yourself. When you decided to run 5 miles or at least 1 mile in the morning, you just don't want to wake up in the morning, but you just decided to lose your weight. It's just decision, but you don't act. So guys, if you decided to do something, if you decided to grow your organizational culture, if you decided to grow your leadership ability, you just need to act. And I can tell you whatever you want. I can talk here hours and hours and hours. But if you don't act, if you don't apply what I just say, if you don't apply what you just read in internet. If you don't apply, if you just find in books, for example, I just will show you one book. It's a very popular book, John C. Maxwell, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. So I met a lot of leaders who told me that, oh, Alexander, I had this book. It's an amazing book. So what? I know that it's an amazing book, but the problem is you don't practice leadership. You just don't take some values from that book. You don't apply it into your personal life, into your business. You don't grow your organization. You don't grow your culture. Because culture transformation has a lot of points to cover. And to transform your organizational culture, it means to transform your behavior. It takes time. And some of the leaders, they understand during cultural transformation, they understand that they have to change their habits. And you know that habits is not easy to change. It's not easy to wake up every single morning to run 5 miles. It's not easy to do something differently when you did common things with the right hand. Then you have to do common things, same thing with the left hand. You just need to change your habits. It's not something new. Of course not. You just need to change your habits. And when you understand that when you change your habits, you will become more productive. But you need to do that. So change your habits. You smart guys, you very smart. You understand where you're supposed to go and how you're supposed to behave. You understand that. And I know that, and you know that also. But you just need to act. If you'll be able to do something, I'll be able to help you. I'll be able to bring out the best in you. But if you don't do anything, how can I help you? So, help me to help you. I think we understood each other, and you guys who just listen to me, who ask me these questions, you should understand it also. And this is what I want to tell you for today. Thank you for listening. See you next time.